The defining feature of Australia today is the cultural diversity of our people alongside the degree to which we are united by supreme and predominant commitment to Australia. To define Australia's identity through the rich cultural heritage of our history shares an extensive story of the traditional Aboriginal people of this land, the introduction of Western culture and colonisation through settlement, Federation, making Australia a nation in 1901, and fast-forwarding to the hard-working, proud, multicultural people of today that identify their home in Australia as the cities by the beach. Anzac Day is a national day of remembrance that commemorates all Australian and New Zealanders who served and died in all wars, conflicts and peacekeeping operations. The Australian Defence Force has stamped a significant footprint in the pathway of Australia's identity, and many citizens of Australia have personal connections to the Australian Defence Force and Anzac Day. Jeremy Laidlaw is a father of three who is proud to have been born and raised in Australia, and believes Australia is a hard-working nation that is open, accepting and adapting. Jeremy is undoubtedly proud of his heritage and his children, and believes the most significant influence of his personal identity was his career with the Australian Defence Force.
I identify as an Australian, but my identity is that I'm open and willing to learn new things. I'm open and willing to be understanding of other people. I'm open and willing to accept people upon their merit.
Would you say your identity changed during your adulthood based on these experiences in the army?
Absolutely. I compare my beret to an Australian cricket baby green.
The Australian and New Zealand Army Corps landed in Gallipoli on the 25th of April 1915 to capture Constantinople, now Istanbul in Turkey. The Anzacs faced a fierce battle from the Ottoman defenders, and the intention of a quick win soon turned into a campaign that lasted 8 months. The Allied forces were evacuated at the end of 1915, and over 8,000 Australian soldiers were killed. April 25th became a date marked in history, the day all Australians remember and commemorate the hardships and sacrifice of those in war.
Anzac Day is our nation's day. 102,000 Australian men and women from Gallipoli to Afghanistan have given their lives for us and our freedoms. Commemorate them and celebrate the sense of being an Australian given us by them.
But how has the first Anzac Day shaped Australia as a nation? The First World War became an introduction to nationhood for Australia and created a national sense of pride for our country. The efforts of the soldiers in the Gallipoli campaign have left a legacy of power for Australians today.